What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I bring you some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse news. So by now I'm pretty sure most of you guys are super excited about the scans that were released earlier today, but in case you missed those, I will link them in the description below, so make sure you check them out right now. You look at them? Great. How excited are you? Pretty freaking amazing stuff today. So let's go ahead and break down the details of what we've seen in these scans, so you kind of have a better idea of what's going to happen in this game when it comes out in February. So let's talk about Towa first. So Towa is, as revealed a couple months back, is one of the main villains in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. She is joined by her partner Mira, and they both basically screw up the time flow and are pretty nasty villains. Very nasty. How nasty, you might ask? Well, they're so nasty that they can take the nasty villains that already exist in the Dragon Ball Z universe and make them work for them. Yes, folks, you heard me. Towa has the ability to brainwash, but not only does she brainwash, she brainwashes you Majin style and makes you even stronger. So that's why you see the scans of Kid Buu, Cell, and Frieza looking pretty menacing. And it's funny because someone posted a comment on my scan video earlier today saying, wow, Frieza was already known for killing children, taking over planets, and being an overall dick. How much more evil could he get? And that's a really good question. But Towa, just like in Dragon Ball Online, does have the power to brainwash you and basically put you under her control as a very powerful and menacing threat. And as we see in those scans, looks like she's going to take over all the major villains in a Dragon Ball Z timeline, which is going to be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. Because as I was thinking, like, well, isn't the custom created character technically supposed to be kind of strong? So why does he get sent back in time to fight all these different villains who have different power levels? Like, him fighting against Raditz doesn't really make much sense to me because, you know, I feel like if he goes back and fights Raditz, he's going to be already powerful as is. So how's that going to balance out in terms of power? But looks like, my theory is that when Towa does brainwash these villains, that they become a lot more powerful to the point where they have to keep up, or they can keep up with the custom created character that is supposed to be you. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how that plays out in the story. But speaking of story, this is probably the most exciting part that we got out of these scans. There is an anime coming out. And wait. Let me, before you get too hyped. There is a special. I'm going to say special. Not an anime like a series, just a special. Just like with Raging Blast 2 when we got that game a couple years back. As you remember, they included a special called Plan to Eradicate All the Saiyans, which was an HD remake of a previous special that was released a long time ago. And looks like we're actually getting kind of a most likely going to be a prequel, because from the looks of it, it makes it sound like that, you know, Towa and Mira are already tearing up the timelines, and Trunks is trying to help along with the Lord of Time, and they end up needing help, and they summon you. And I think when they summon you, it's kind of like where that anime special is going to end, and basically introduce you going into the Dragon Ball Xenoverse gameplay and campaign mode. So that's actually pretty exciting to see, because it's like, it's not a new series, but it's probably the next best thing. I mean, not only are we getting a new gameplay / story, so we can experience a new Dragon Ball Z universe there, but we're getting an anime leading up to it. That'd be pretty freaking awesome to see. Now, I mean, I would love to watch an anime series, like an ongoing series for Xenoverse, but we're most likely not going to get that for several reasons. But at least we're getting a special that's going to be somewhat associated with that, so I'm pretty excited to watch that. So I cannot wait for this game as is. I'm already hyped as is, so now we're getting an anime special to go along with it. That's pretty freaking awesome news. So yeah, so that's kind of the basics of it. Again, in case you did not read the scans, I will link the translated version in the description below. Shout out to Shonen Games Online. They translate all their stuff, so make sure you go to their website. But the last thing I want to talk about is a couple characters that were actually revealed in these scans. Number one, Super 17. Which I know a lot of you guys have been asking for Super 17 and GT characters. Now, something I do want to point out is a lot of people keep speculating that there's going to be a GT story, and from what I was told and from what I heard, this is not the case. I mean, we might get parallel quests, which is basically a side mission associated with these characters, but in terms of like a campaign mode style thing, like we're going to have in Xenoverse, we're not going to get that. I mean, maybe they might release a DLC, you know, story pack later, which I would love to buy, because the more stories, the better. But in terms of getting like a main like a GT crossover with the Xenoverse campaign, we're not going to get that. But something else I want to point out is on the second page, we see Super Saiyan God Goku, and on there the translation says gameplay coming soon. So I assume that Jump Festa, which is later this weekend, we're actually going to see Super Saiyan God Goku in Xenoverse in all his glory in action. So I cannot wait to see that video. Whoa, excuse me. So when that video comes out, I will definitely report on it. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and I will definitely keep you guys up to date with all the information as it comes. And something else I want to point out about GT, just know GT content is considered all bonus stuff. That's why Vegeta is a pre-order character. I don't know how Super 17 or Goku are going to function, but something tells me that these characters, since they are bonus characters, are going to be DLC later. So when it actually gets confirmed, or when they actually tell us details on how these characters are going to work, I'll let you guys know. But just know that GT right now is considered extra bonus content for this game, just because we as a community want it. Like, the cool thing about Xenoverse is Dimps is giving us everything that we as a community want. Every comment you guys make online, every complaint you guys post on Twitter, like everything we say in the internet world, Dimps is listening, and they're going to like basically try to compensate as much as possible. Which, by the way, one thing I also want to cover is stage instructions. So by now, I'm pretty sure you guys all heard that Naruto Ninja Storm 4 is coming out, and they are introducing stage instructions in the actual fights that stay. Like there's a quick like 6-second video that we saw of Hashirama throwing like a fire tornado, and it created like a little carved path of destruction on the map. And I saw a lot of you guys actually talking about like, why can't they do it on Xenoverse? And this goes back to the whole idea of Ninja Storm 4, since it's exclusive only to next gen, it has a lot more power that you can do with that console. But because Xenoverse is actually going to be available on PS3 and Xbox 360 as well, they have to port it to the point when after it's made on the PS4, it can function on the PS3 and Xbox 360. So put it this way, if Xenoverse was only coming out on PC, Xbox One, and PS4, then they would be able to do that destruction without having to get rid of it. But because the PS3 and Xbox 360 aren't powerful enough to handle stuff like permanent stage destruction after you like do like a blast and have like a little carved path, it won't work. It will basically ruin the battle. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, that's bullshit, that's not how it works. Trust me. As a person who has a lot of experience in the tech world, it is very impossible. I was very impossible to make this work. And because of that, they're doing their best. So please give them a little slack for giving us at least destruction that we can see for a couple seconds, which I'm okay with. But I just want to kind of point it out there because I saw a lot of you guys complaining about that, and I just kind of want to explain to you that for the technical side, it is very difficult. And I also saw a couple of you guys comparing to other games. Well, this is not another game. The way this game is built is to maximize around what they have at hand, which is the ability of the PS3, Xbox 360, and then of course the next gen consoles. Again, if Xenoverse was only coming out on Xbox One and PS4 and PC, they would be able to easily implement a stage destruction system where if you actually do a Kamehameha blast and it creates like a little carved path, it would stay. But because the PS3 and 360 can't handle it, it just won't work. So I just want to kind of point it out there, throw it out there, just so you guys have a better idea of how that works. Trust me, if they could, I mean, they're still trying. We don't know what they're going to do in the final version of the game. But, they're going to do their best to give us literally everything that we as a community want in this game. So everybody give it up to them for basically making our dream come true. Because this game is going to be freaking amazing. I'm so hyped about it. So, yeah. So that wraps up everything I wanted to kind of cover. If you have any questions, comments, or anything you know what to do, add it to the comment section below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe because I will keep you up to date with everything you need to know about Dragon Ball Z, anime, and all that good stuff. And yeah, so make sure you tune in this weekend because this weekend Jump Fest is going to happen. And not only is there going to be an amazing game announced, along with all the other stuff that they've been giving us so far in the past week, there's going to be a lot more updates in regards to the movie and Xenoverse as well, so make sure you tune in and we'll just, I will cover you. I will keep you guys covered, so yeah. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you have any questions, you know what to do, leave it in the comment section below. If you are hyped, let me know how hyped you are. Every hype equals 1 like, so as hyped as possible as you are, punch that like button right in the face, and let's see how hyped the community is about this upcoming game. I cannot freaking wait myself, so you already know how crazy I am, and I freaking cannot wait to watch this freaking anime special that's coming out with this movie as well. I hope they release a special earlier to hype up the game release. Like, I want to watch this thing because this is going to be amazing. Because like Dragon Ball Z in the new animation style is so freaking awesome to me. Like, I'm sure you guys been watching the Fukatsu no F trailers that's been coming out, and everything they've been showing us so far has been so freaking gorgeous. Like, there's nothing that I want more. And I know I said I was going to end the video right there, but I just want to quickly say this last part. There's nothing that I want more than them to redo Dragon Ball Z. Like, I know a lot of you guys want a new series, but you know what I would love? I would love for them to redo Dragon Ball Z, like the entire, sagas from Raditz saga, from Raditz showing up to Kid Buu getting blown up. I want to see them redo that in new animation, and not just like Kai. Kai basically took, the previous animation, made it a little bit nicer, and then basically re-released it. That's what Kai is, and also they cut out the filler and stuff. I want them to basically just completely redraw it, because that would be so freaking awesome to see. Because, like, for example, in Battle Gods, when we saw that brief fight between Goku and Frieza in the brand new animation, that was freaking gorgeous. And the same goes with, what I've been seeing with the Fukatsu no F trailer. Like, it just looks so awesome seeing Dragon Ball Z in the 2014 glory. Now, remember, Dragon Ball Z was released a long time ago. I'm talking about the 90s, the late 80s and stuff, with Dragon Ball and stuff. So the animation over there wasn't as powerful as it was. It was still as epic as ever, but seeing that in today's animation and amazingness will be just so awesome to see, and I would just love that more than seeing the new series itself. But at least we're getting this anime, at least we're getting this movie, so we got that as a community. So I'm pretty sure you guys are just as excited about that as anything else. But yeah, that wraps up just about everything. I'm pretty sure I covered everything from the scans. But let me just check my list. Yeah, I covered everything. In case I missed anything else, you know what to do. I will, keep you guys up to date. I'll make more videos like I do every single day, and we'll just take them from there. So yeah. Alright guys, my name is Rhymestyle. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see all you awesome Super Saiyans in the comment section below. Bye!